Welcome back to Channel Claire, you guys. Amber Heard's case is done. It's a wrap. It's been a wrap for a lot of people, but after today, y'all, we had the Kate Moss. Oh my god, when she came up on the screen, it gave me everything I needed and then some. We had Dr. Curry with all her intellect, with all her knowledge, with all her truth. We had Johnny Depp up on the stand again. Now, I have heard some people say that him coming back up on the stand again maybe wasn't the best thing because he got a little testy here and there. Him and Roddenborn were, you know, a little at odds, especially with the text messages. We'll get into it. We had the TMZ guy, Mr. Tremaine. When we found out this morning that he was able to be admitted as a witness, I was hype. I was like, we're about to hear it. Tell us what we already know. And tell us what we already know. And we're actually going to start with him because there's a clip that stole the day. It stole the freaking day. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. We had the arresting officer who was at the airport with Tasia and Amber when that altercation went down. And we had the metadata guy. Explosive information. Amber tried to submit 2 pictures saying that they were 2 different incidents for 2 different times. Okay? So, there are 2 different pieces of evidence. Let me get that right. 2 different pieces of evidence she tried to submit this picture as, even though it was the same and it was edited and it was proven. And this bitch said that she didn't touch any of the pictures. I didn't edit anything. I didn't do this and this one has the light on in this picture and this one doesn't have the light on in that picture. All this shit today was beautiful. One by one. Lies dismantled, lies dismantled, lies dismantled. And the thing is, Amber was sitting over there cheesing, smirking, grinning, doing all types of shit. But I think she was acting like that because she's truly bothered. And she's trying to distract herself, and she's trying to distract the audience, the jury, other people in the room, to paying attention to her and not maybe pay attention to what's actually going on in court, because she's sitting there like especially when Johnny's sitting there talking about how his finger got cut off by her, and you're gonna be sitting there freaking smiling and smirking and shit. You're evil. You're evil. I know you're trying to come off as unbothered, but it comes off as some crazy, weird shit. People are looking at you like you actually need help, woman, which you do. So, it's only appropriate because Miss Elaine is just, she gives me so much joy because she's just so not good at what she does. And the thing is, actually, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she is a good lawyer, but because of the situation and choosing to have her client be Amber Heard, and we know that she has nothing, she's giving them absolutely nothing to work with. Nothing. All lies. They don't have good information. So they're working with literally nothing. So on that end, I understand it being a struggle for Elaine, but in other ways, like her constantly not turning on the microphone, her constantly just not knowing how to ask her questions. The judge had to tell her how to ask a question the other day. She just seems very flustered. She wears her emotions on her sleeve. You can tell when she's just exasperated and tired. It's a lot. But today, because of course, like they've been doing throughout this whole month we've been in this trial, every time a witness gets up on the stand from Johnny, they always trying to make it seem like, oh, they're only here because they're on Johnny's payroll. Oh, they're only here because Johnny's paying them. Oh, they're only here because they want their 10 to 15 minutes of fame and they're a fan of Johnny. Well, you know what? You play stupid games and you win stupid prizes. And your prize today was to be embarrassed in front of the fucking world. I know you guys have seen it, but when I watched this, I was so pissed. I was at work because I was dying. I was at my desk in my little cubicle. Watch this shit.
Sustained. Next question.
I'm not aware.
Okay, you know this case is being televised, right?
Duh.
I am aware that there are cameras.
And so this gets you your 15 minutes of fame.
Objection, Your Honor.
Everybody's...
Exactly. And Elaine really should have known that it was going to come when he did that face right there. When he made that smile, when he made that smirk, and he laughed and shit, he should have known. She should have known he was about to come back with a smart comeback. He's witty. He thinks quick on his feet, because this is what he had to say. Elaine, to you trying to say that he just wanted 15 minutes of fame.
Everybody's a fame whore.
So I stand to gain nothing from this. I'm actually putting myself kind of in the target of TMZ.
Right.
A litigious organization.
Exactly. You know they try to sue out the ass.
15 minutes here.
Ain't nobody seeking shit.
You're welcome to speculate. I could say the same thing by taking Amber Heard as a client for you.
A little argumentative, don't you think?
Oh, hardly.
It's not argument. Look at Johnny a
Now,
bit.
are you aware that Mr. Depp's attorneys were well aware of the TRO
I was
that was going to be
like...
presented on May 27th?
Objection, calls for speculation.
Were you aware of that?
Lack of foundation.
You can answer it.
Can you...
Elaine. Did you get your 15 minutes of fame? Is it gonna work, honey? Is it gonna work? Because you're not seeking work after this. Like, nobody's gonna want you to represent him. Like, this was horrible. Horrible. He literally, people are saying time of death for Elaine. He said, I could say the same thing about you taking Amber Heard as a client. I love it so much. I love the snark. I love the smartness. And there's been a lot of that going on in this case because people, quite frankly, are just tired. They're over it. Everybody sees the truth. So I feel like people are like, why are we here? Why are we doing this? Like, it's very clear what has happened here. Besides the crazies out there that just want to be in denial about shit. But I was like, I can't believe he just said that to Elaine. I can't believe he just said that. But we had a lot of good things happen today. Beyond that, we got to hear from Dr. Curry again. We got to see her again. I'm sure Amber hated seeing the woman back on the stand who let the world know that she has BPD and that she has histrionic. Flat out. And double down on it. This bitch has histrionic. She has BPD. She is mentally unwell and she exaggerated that PTSD test. A wrap. She does not have PTSD. You don't have it. Like, you exaggerated it. So it was very good to hear back from her after we had, what was her name? Dr. Hughes come up and just literally get up there and give us complete and utter bullshit. I mean, the difference in the experts, I mean, it's down to the way that they talk, the way that they explain their evidence and their findings. The difference from Amber's team and Johnny's team when they're bringing these experts together, I'm just like, everything is so polar opposite with these two. So polar opposite that I'm just like, y'all never, ever, 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 ever need to cross paths ever again, because that's gonna be a fucking bloodbath, truly, because Amber's psychotic. She's crazy. And something that I found interesting in the arresting officer and her letting us know what took place when she saw Amber and Tasya at the airport, I found it interesting that Amber I didn't know Amber was drunk. Which, it makes even more sense because she's doing this shit when she's drinking 2 bottles of wine a day and she's on Ambien and she's doing all this other shit she knows she's not supposed to be doing, abusing drugs and shit, yet tried to put it all on Johnny. So you're at the airport. The arresting officer said she was unstable on her feet, her eyes were blurry and kind of teary, and she just could smell alcohol off of Amber. So what she witnessed was Amber grabbing Tasya's arm and pulling a necklace off her neck. Alright? And Tasya, in the situation, the arresting officer said she witnessed Tasya, like, put up her hands in, like, defense. Like, in a defense type of way. Like, to try to block from being hit. Probably because she's done that in the past. And this is, it's a natural reaction because you know something's about to come because you've experienced that shit. So, to me, is this cowering? Like, going like this, similar to what Johnny was doing at Hicksville when Amber came in and interrupted his conversation with Mr. Knight talking about something. I need to talk to you. And she was sitting there yelling and berating him, and Mr. Knight was saying that Johnny was cowering. Yet another person whom Amber is intimidating. Doesn't matter about size. The arresting officer even said that Tasia was like a few inches taller than Amber. It doesn't matter about size. It doesn't matter about you being a male, your stature, this, that, and other. You can still be abused. So in both of these situations, you have these people with whom Amber said her relationship was peaceful with Tasia, which we know is not true. We know it's not true. It all lines up. Her victims, both of her victims, had the same response when it came to Amber. They went like this, they were cowering, they were scared because they know this bitch gets crazy. So I was very, like, I wish that Tasia could tell her story. Yes, she dropped the charges, but Amber was arrested. She spent a night in jail, and she sat up there and tried to make it seem like none of the charges were dropped, nothing happened from it. This was just all a misunderstanding, blown out of proportion, this, that, another, da, 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 da. Bitch, you blew this out of proportion. Like, let's talk about stuff being blown out of proportion, okay? Like, for real. For real, for real. So, I was happy to hear from the officer, and I guess they couldn't really, like, she wasn't allowed to say that Amber got arrested, but, I mean, it's enough given the fact that Amber has had prior physical abuse claims witnessed from police officers, and we have her being abusive to Johnny. So I know the jury is going to hear that, hopefully, if they're smart. Like, I just don't see this going any other way. Hearing that and everything else we heard today, it's done. It's a fucking wrap. Like, oh my god, oh my god. Let's get into the TMZ guy. Alright. Morgan Tremaine, a former TMZ employee called by Johnny Depp's team, explained how he received the video of Depp slamming the kitchen cabinets. It's just like, they said everything, but
after August 6th,
he pretty much said everything, but Amber sent us the tape. Because he's not allowed to say that. They wouldn't let him say that. But he said everything around that you can deduce that that's what happened.
2016. Were you involved in any other stories involving Miss Heard?
Yes, it was.
Yes, he was.
And what story was that?
On the 12th, we received a video depicting Johnny Depp slamming some cabinets that was captured by Miss Heard.
Yep, captured by Miss Heard.
I believe that was the August 12th.
August 12th.
2016?
Of
2016.
Can you describe to the jury how you received the video on August 12th, 2016?
Right in the middle of all this shit that had came out, because the TRO and all that shit happened in May. So June, July, August, they're in the middle of all this foolishness coming out. So you're saying, oh, I want to keep this private. I want to keep this behind closed doors. I didn't want all this press. I didn't want this, that, and another. Yet, in August, months after you have literally put yourself out for the world to see, you have also now sent TMZ this video. Trash. You're a fucking liar. You're a liar. You wanted the world to know. You wanted the world to know, Amber, and how the world knows it all and then some.
The video was sent in through our email tip line, which is...
Sent in through their email tip line. Someone's trying to be anonymous. Anonymous.
An email distribution that goes to all the producers and to myself as the field assignment manager, because it often included celebrity locations. It came in as I recall,
Objection, hearsay.
Why is it hearsay? Why is it here?
He's just describing how
it's not hearsay. He received it. Why is that hearsay? Why can't he tell us how he got the video?
I think he's about to reveal hearsay, Your Honor.
It's not hearsay.
For now, we'll see where it goes. Okay.
Thank you.
Please continue.
So I received that email, and it included a link from some unknown Dropbox type.
Some unknown Dropbox type. She fucking planned this shit. Oh my
public website in which it contained that
Objection,
video.
Your Honor, hearsay. He's about to
Shut the
describe
fuck up,
what
Elaine.
comes from the
Shut up.
Dropbox website.
Shut up. And
Suffice
he's
to say,
smiling through the whole time because he
listen, wait for the
knows
time.
they don't want him. They tried so hard not to get this man to speak. He's smiling. He knows what's up. He's about to let it blow.
We'll see the next question.
Let
Go
it
ahead, next
blow,
question.
Morgan.
So you received a link. What was in that link?
In that link was the video of Johnny Depp smashing the cabinets.
Yup.
And you received this video in your inbox, correct?
I did.
Yep.
What did you
Received it
do
in
once
his
you
inbox.
received that video?
We downloaded it. We
Probably freaked the fuck out like, come look at this shit. This is Johnny. Look at this. Look at this. And mind you, I think it was the cut one that they got. Or I'm not sure if they got the full one and TMZ cut it. So that's something I'm a little confused about because at first we didn't have the video of Amber sitting there laughing and smirking at the end.
We alerted the web editor who was sitting next to me at the time. We downloaded it, and then
I'm sure
were
y'all
instructed
did.
by the
Downloaded
news
that
producer
real
to
fast.
do what we call slap bumpers and a bug on it, which is putting the dun 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 at the beginning end, and then putting a translucent
You know the
watermark over
TMZ
it, which
sound.
indicates copyright ownership.
So now, at that point, once they put their little dun 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 in their little wording and shit, they're now the copyright ownership of this video, from what it sounds like, which is interesting.
After you did that, was it posted?
So TMZ owns the copyright. So all these times that TMZ was trying to say, oh, it's not us that's flagging you guys, it's not us, da, 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 for having this in your videos, the whole time it was TMZ.
It was posted, yes.
Where was it posted?
It was posted to TMZ.com.
TMZ.com. That's how we got it. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you for telling the truth. We get more truth. Go ahead. Let it blow. Let it blow, Morgan. I was so hyped.
What was your team of paparazzi supposed to do
What
while
was
they
the
were at the Los
paparazzi?
Angeles court
Mind you, the paparazzi that Amber... Oops,
house
sorry.
on May 27th, 2016?
Technical difficulties. Mind you, Amber said she went in there and she came out and she was just surprised by all these paparazzi. Like, oh my god, like, what's going on? Whole time, this is what actually happened.
Their objective was to capture her leaving the courthouse, and then she was going to sort of stop and turn towards the camera to display
Wow.
the bruise on the right side of her face, the alleged
She
bruise.
was going to stop and turn to the camera to display.
Did your team of
her bruise.
videographers get the shot
How
of Amber Heard?
planned? How much more contrived and planned can we get, honey? The jury is hearing all of this. Yes! Finally! Finally! I'm so fucking done with this shit. This bitch has lied her fucking ass off for so long on every fucking turn and has sat up in this court for over a fucking month and has tried to make herself out to be this angel. Like she has never done anything wrong in her life ever. Like she's lived her, 35 years on this earth and has never done anything wrong. That is just, as a jury, off the bat, if someone is trying to present themselves like that, I'm automatically going to think that you're guilty. Because at the end of the day, we're all human. We all do fucked up shit. Nobody's fucking perfect. So if somebody's trying to come in my face and present themselves as like this holier than thou, like they've never done anything wrong in life, I'm going to be thinking, yeah, you're the one who's done all the fucking wrong. You're the one who's done all the sneaky fucking shit because you're trying to way too hard. Way too hard to make yourself seem like you're a good person. If you're a good person, you're simply just a good person. You don't have to try. It shows.
We did.
What was your team of paparazzi supposed to do while they were at the Los Angeles courthouse
I can't
on May
believe
27th, 2016?
Their objective was to capture her leaving the
Wow.
courthouse, and then she was going to sort of stop and turn towards the camera
I cannot
to
believe
display
that
the
shit.
bruise on the right side of her face, the alleged
Like, I
bruise.
can believe it because she is that
Did
type
your team of
person.
videographers get the shot of Amber Heard?
Yes, they
We did.
got it. They got it. They came out there and did exactly what the fuck they were alerted to fucking do. He said she was supposed to turn and display her bruise. Which means there was conversations in the background going on as to what was going to happen once they got there and what was going on. She's a liar. She's a liar. Oh my god, she fucking lies so much. I can't deal. I've never seen some shit like this before in my life. And while we're on the topic of crazy people, can we please just look at these screen pics of Amber throughout today? What are you smiling at? What are you laughing at? What is so fucking funny? This is why people don't believe you. Like, you just don't know how to have correct emotions in the appropriate times. Like, he's sitting here talking about you cutting off his finger, and you're sitting up here with your mouth wide open and fucking cheesing and laughing like it's fucking funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. So another thing that I kind of wanted to touch on, because, you know, we got Kate Moss. I'm going to get to her. But a big thing that went down was these text messages, alright? And Johnny was like, him and Ron, they were going back and forth because Johnny was like, for these one specific set of text messages, he's like, I've never seen those. Like, I don't know what you're talking, like, I've never seen, those are not messages for me. So, I didn't see that part because I was doing an interview with somebody, but like when I got back online, it was blowing up. Those aren't his messages. Those aren't his messages. It says incoming. It says incoming. So I kind of wanted to take a look at these messages and see what is up. Let me find it. 1 second. Okay. So the message that Rottenborn read out loud, trigger warning, they are like vulgar, but again, we have heard many text messages via Johnny to other friends venting and stuff about the situation in which he's been going through. Like, you're in the middle of all this bullshit happening, a woman who is literally blaming you for putting your hands on her and beating her. Your whole life is ruined. Your kids are being affected. You got people looking at you fucking crazy. Your work is being taken away from you. You don't know what the fuck. Your life is literally falling apart around you, and you can't do anything to fucking stop it. So yeah, I mean, I have sympathy and understanding for Johnny talking in these ways, because if I was going through something like that, I don't know what the fuck would be coming out of my mouth, quite honestly. So these text messages come in. We've heard so many text messages from Amber's team, from Johnny, talking in vulgar ways and having like all this colorful language with like putting her body in the back of a Honda and this, that, and another. I get it. Whatever. It doesn't sound good, but we're all human. But for this situation, these messages that Rottenborn read, they say incoming. Okay, so people are saying these messages are not from Johnny, and Johnny is saying he's never seen these messages. He doesn't know what they are, this, that, and another. And these messages are very vulgar. It says, right, exactly. Molly's P word is rightfully mine. Should I not just bust in and remove its hinges tonight? And then it says, I want to change her understanding of what it's like to be thrashed about like a pleading mackerel. I need, I want, I take. So in those words, people are saying are very similar to some of the notes that Amber has taken with like, I need you, I want you. Like, those are like language that's very similar to what we've seen from Amber before. And besides the fact that these messages say incoming, they say incoming. But on the way home, and one of the guys, I forget his name on there, he was saying that maybe it's saying incoming to like the collected device that they have for the transferring of this data, and not maybe incoming to his phone. But a lot of people are saying that this is not a text from Johnny to anybody. It's an incoming text from Johnny. That umbrella guy is giving an example. And by the way, this is what people are saying. I don't want to show, like, because she's naked in this picture for whatever reason, and it's women on it more, so you don't see, like, her body. But, like, that's what I want. I need. Okay? I want. I need that. And the text messages that they were trying to say came from Johnny, that Johnny says he has no clue what the fuck they are. So we see the text messages say incoming. Then that umbrella guy says the messages that Amber Heard's team read to Johnny Depp and he denied are not his. For example, is a message of his that is outgoing. The others are incoming. So if Johnny would have sent it, it would have said outgoing, right? Just like he sent this beautiful piece of text, which we're going to read just because I love the way that he speaks. But that says outgoing. He sent that. No, he sent that. Beautiful piece of, oh my god, I'm about to read that too because I just think that it's beautiful. But here we are again in a situation where I'm just like, there is even more evidence. We're gonna get to the pictures, but here is evidence that I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Are y'all trying to be slimy? Are y'all, I mean, we know that y'all are like underhanded and shit, but y'all are like really putting in fake evidence like that. We know you did it for the pictures, but you want to do that like with text messages like, this is just all fucking cracked out. It's all cracked out. It's all cracked out. I believe Johnny. I don't believe that. I feel like if he would have sent those messages, he'd say, I sent those messages. He already said that some of these messages were sent when he was in the thick of all this shit, you know, and he was venting to friends and whatnot. I feel like he would have just said, yes, I sent that message, but like the throwing her in the back of the fucking Honda thing and this and another, it's not an actuality, and it wasn't him talking to her. So this is the beautiful piece of text. A lot of people are saying they want to blow this up, they want to put it on a coaster, they want to do this, that, and the other, but I'm just like, quite honestly, after everything that this woman did to him, I feel like this sums up exactly how he feels about her, his true feelings of this woman. And I'm glad that they read it in court so that she can hear out loud how the man that she took advantage of, schemed against, lied on, and tried to ruin his life while sitting there trying to say, oh, I'm so in love with you, da 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 da. See how he really feels about her now. Like, she needs to hear that. She needs to hear that. So it says outgoing. Direction, outgoing. That's what this message says. Unlike the other one. So it says, she's begging for total global humiliation. She begged for it and she got it. She's gonna get it. She got it, honey. She got it. I love how Johnny literally has told her in so many times what was going to happen, and she still did this shit. So she's gonna get it. I'm gonna need your texts about San Francisco. Yeah, when he was trying to meet up, when she was trying to meet up with him after all this shit went down in San Francisco, trying to hug him and do all that shit. And he was like, don't fucking touch me. I'm sorry I even have to ask, but she sucked Mullis's crooked dick. Mullis is Elon Musk. She sucked Mullis's crooked dick, and he gave her some shitty lawyers. I have no mercy, no fear, and not an ounce of emotion. He is fucking done. He is like, you're gonna sit up and tell the world that I beat and hit you and brutally assaulted you, put my hands on you, I got kids, I got a whole life, I'm doing big fucking things, and you really gonna sit there and tell people that? I'm sure he was livid. Imagine someone just telling straight out, bold-faced fucking lies on you. Just lies out of their mouth, and you know that they are lies, and there's nothing you can do. Imagine how frustrating that would be. We're normal people, okay? It would just be our friends, our families, and this, that, and other looking at us fucking crazy. But this man had the world looking at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You put your hands on this woman, you beat her, you have, like, the world. It's on another scale that we can't even fathom, okay? Imagine losing everything and you know you did nothing. But she sucked Mullis's crooked dick and gave her some shitty lawyers. I have no mercy, no fear, and not an ounce of emotion, or what I once thought was love for this gold-digging, low-level, dime a dozen, ain't that fucking right, Johnny, dime a dozen, mushy, LOL, wonder where that mushy comes from, pointless, you're pointless, Amber, dangling, overused, flappy fish market. You're a flappy fish market. Eee, my god, oh my god, oh my god. He says everything with reason, honey. The gold digging, we know, is because she wanted his money. Low level, because she's talented. Dime a dozen because there's 50 million blonde skinny bitches out there. Mushy, I'm really wondering what the fuck Mushy is. Pointless, because he's like, I literally was in this for no fucking reason. I wasted my fucking time with this bitch. Wasted my time. Dangling overused Flappy Fish Market because she was out there swinging that thing every which way, had people coming up in her house, in his house, fucking him, doing drugs and everything else. So yeah, you are an overused Flappy Fish Market. He said, I'm so fucking happy she wants to fight this out. Because he knew the truth. He has the truth on his side. When you have the truth, you ain't got nothing to hide. You don't. You have nothing to hide. She will hit the wall hard. And she is. She's hitting that wall real hard. And, like, she's gonna have to be, like, scraped the fuck off of it by the end of this. And I cannot wait to have this waste of a cum guzzler out of my life. I'm fucking dying. His words, just the way he puts his words together, are just, oh my god, there's so much passion. I met a fucking sublime little Russian here, which made me realize the time I blew on that 50-cent stripper. Well, now he's telling everybody she's a stripper because she sat there and tried to say that he outed her as a stripper. I don't know if you guys remember that on the audio, and he was like, I never fucking told anybody that. But now he's telling people, you're a 50-cent stripper. I wouldn't touch her with a goddamn glove. Bitch, he is never going to look in or touch your... Wait, again, you had Johnny fucking Depp, and this man will never look at you or touch you again because you had to be fucking crazy. And you had to fucking lie. You couldn't just do it peacefully like he asked multiple fucking times. You lying fucking bitch. I wouldn't touch her with a goddamn glove. I can only hope that karma kicks in, and it is. Takes the gift of breath from her. He wants her to die. I mean, if someone would ruin my life, I'd probably want them to die too. Like, I'm sorry, you're fucking with people's kids, livelihood, literally his whole entire life. I'm sorry. Sorry, man, but now I will stop at nothing. And he has not. He has built an excellent team, an excellent fucking team of experts and lawyers. He had his shit together. He said, I will stop at nothing. Nothing. Let's see if Mollusk has a pair. He absolutely does not have a pair because he could have came up here. He could have came up here and testified for Amber, but he got scared and bitched the fuck out. Yet I see him talking all over on Twitter. Chip, talking, tweeting about fucking nonsense. But you don't want to say nothing about this. Of course not. I'll show him things he's never seen before, like the other side of his dick when I slice it off. And this man was up in Johnny's house, and Elon knew whose house he was going to when he was in that elevator coming to see Amber. He knew whose house he was going to. Yeah, he came up in that man's house in the dark of the night, was probably all in his bed, all in his shit. I'd want to cut his dick off too. Like, these people are low. They're fucking low. You're sitting around having threesome parties with Elon and Cara Delevingne, all up in his penthouses doing MDMA, ecstasy, got James Franco back. Like, she really thought she was going to get off on this. Imagine if he would have given her everything she asked for. She would be sitting up there in the ECB with 3 penthouses with her friends, Raquel, Whitney, Josh, Drew, all of them sitting up in the house, fucked up, doing drugs, sex parties, all on Johnny's dime. All on his dime. Not doing anything productive for society at all. Just fucking literally sucking the life out of him. Not doing anything. It's disgusting. It's disgusting what these people are doing. I'm just like, Jesus. Elaine, you are trending, honey. Oh my god. Who's gonna get the first Elaine interview after this shit's over? Once this shit is over, once everything is said and done, I think Elaine needs to do an interview and explain herself and just throw Amber's ass under the bus and be like, look, I know it looked like I was horrible and it looked like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but that's because I had nothing. I had nothing to work with. And I'd be like, okay, you're right. You're absolutely right. You had nothing to work with, honey. Not a goddamn thing. I just want to say, I saw this tweet, Neverland_E Celia, girl, you always shout me out, and I appreciate it. I got on my Twitter, and I just saw that she mentioned me and Asmongold, and telling people, like, I just appreciate you. Like, thank you. Like, I'm only doing this because I cannot believe that this woman has done this to Johnny Depp. I cannot believe that there are people out here that just make up shit and think that they can get away with it and that no one's gonna say anything. That's privilege. That's privilege. I can't do that shit. I wouldn't want to do that shit, but even if I tried to do that shit, I wouldn't be able to do that shit. I have my own experiences, and I am sick of this bitch. I am sick of her, and I want to see her go down. She has made domestic violence, I'm about to get pissed. She has made it so much harder for domestic violence victims. Like, you guys know what I'm trying to say. It just pisses me off, and that is why I'm doing this, because I could not believe when I started seeing those incredibly average videos come out, and I was like, I know you're fucking lying. I know you are fucking lying. And then shit just kept coming out and kept coming out. But thank you, Neverland_E Celia. If you do, I've seen a lot of people, not a lot of people, some people say like they can't find me on Twitter. I am on Twitter under, I don't even know my own at. What is my at? What is my at? I don't know what my own at is. My at is Channel Claire YT. So that's pretty easy. So if you want to follow me there, I try to keep up. I'm not the best on Twitter and everything, but I do like to look, but I'm not the best at like commenting and doing all that shit. But if you want to follow me there, you can. But yeah, I want to get into Kate Moss. Because seeing Kate Moss this morning, early this morning, just put the biggest smile on my face, honey. We have the iconic Kate Moss, who came to us today via video from Gloucester, England. This bitch couldn't even have people come from LA to come speak on her behalf. She has nobody. She has she has literally nothing. Not even the pictures. She has nothing. Excuse me. So, Kate Moss, beautiful woman. She came very much, she knows how to dress. She knows how to dress for every occasion. She had on her blue blazer, her white top. Her hair was very perfectly done. Little up and down do. Very pristine, put together. You gotta fucking love it. She was up there for a total, I think, like 3 minutes, if that. But she said all we needed to hear. Because quite honestly, hearing that once Johnny got up on the stand, hearing that Johnny told Amber this story. He told her the story. And she chose to take this story and fucking twist it and make it into Johnny abusing this woman with whom he was with and loved, and she loved him, is sick. This is how you know she just wanted to trash him. This is how you know she just wanted to throw shit at him. Anything she possibly could. That is where we're getting all these fucking random ass accusations of SA and all this random shit that doesn't make sense, because she just wanted to throw everything fucking possible at Johnny, so the world just thought he was a horrible person and didn't care about anything else. But Kate Moss is here to tell us the truth. He never hit her.
Me or threw me down any stairs.
Never.
Ms. Moss, have you ever before today testified in any kind of court proceeding?
No, I have never.
Nope, she has never, and she chose to come here today on this Wednesday fucking morning and testify in court on her ex, Johnny Lee Depp. That should tell the jury something.
Why did you decide to testify today?
Objection, Your Honor.
Of course.
All right. That's beyond the scope of what we just talked about.
Shut the fuck up.
I'll sustain the objection.
Thank you, Ms. Moss. We have nothing further at this time. We greatly appreciate your taking the time to testify.
All right. Any cross-examination?
No, Your Honor.
She told the story. She said Johnny never hit her. She said that she was personally, they were in Jamaica. Johnny walked out ahead of her. All of a sudden it starts raining. She had on sandals, slipped, boom, fell on her back. Immediately, Johnny comes running up, picks her up, takes her in the room, gets medical help. How the fuck does Amber Heard decide she wants to fucking say that he fucking pushed her down some steps after she heard him tell him the story? You're sick, bitch. You're fucking sick. And of course they didn't want to cross her. Of course. And Amber's sitting up there squirming, can't sit still. Be uncomfortable. Be very, very fucking uncomfortable. Your case is over. Your case for me was over day one. But for a lot of people, your case is especially over today. Because you know why? We got the metadata. We got the metadata experts. We got the metadata experts for the pictures that oh my god, you guys, the pictures that she fucking provided trying to say that Johnny brutally fucking abused her, had 2 black eyes, busted lips, all this bruises on her eyes, all this fucking shit when he wears rings on every goddamn finger and you see nothing on these pictures that show anything. But this was part of her evidence, part of her story. But we now know that this is a lie. It's all just a lie. So where is it? Let me find it. Okay, listen to this, y'all. The photo editor, well, metadata expert, lets us know that Amber's photos were edited with software. With software. Listen.
On this particular photo, and on all of them, it shows the first few lines.
This particular photo and all of them.
EXIF data, the ones that would be most important for this photograph.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, things you would see, the very top line would be the make of phone. It's an Apple iPhone 6. And then the resolution is 72 pixels per inch, 72 to 1. And instead, where it says software on a normal iPhone photo, it would, instead of saying Photos 3, it would say the software version, for example, 9.3.1. And then you've got the date and the time of the photo below that, which is really easy to change in an EXIF editor. And below that you have
easy to change
things like the like the flash. You've got
all that
the exposure
shit.
Type, how long the exposure was. So what you just highlighted there again was the date and time. So that's universal time code minus whatever area you're in the world.
Anything else you want to show us with this demonstrative?
Yeah, just below that, if you look, there's some things that would say, for example, a directly photographed image. That is not going to be necessarily accurate once it's been through an editor. It will always pretty much say that.
Right.
So when you're looking at scene type or auto exposure, these are things that really don't matter all that much. What would matter is, for example, if you're taking notes, the focal length would be important. The pattern of metering, things like that to a photographer would be important. And again, this is just a few lines, and the reason I put these in there was just to explain a bit what EXIF data is. The actual thing I'm trying to point out is the fact that instead of an operating system, it shows the editing program that was used on this photo.
Boom. Shows the editing photo used. It shows the program that was used to edit this photo. It was edited. Yet you said you didn't fucking touch them. Lies. Literally, you guys, when you think about it, the photos were all she had left. We knew her, Whitney came. We know that that's lies, refuted by Jennifer Howe. Rocky, I.O., they came, all that shit, told stuff about Coachella, told stuff about Hicksville, all that shit's a lie, because we had Mr. Knight. All she had left was these fucking photos in her case, and that has also now been proven a lie. So she literally has no evidence. She has no evidence that can stand. It has all been proven as lies. She has nothing anymore. That was the last bit. That was the last fucking bit. And he fucking... I wish I could find the clip where, it was the pictures that she claimed were 2 different pictures, and they were submitted as 2 different pieces of evidence, and she was saying, oh, that the lighting was changed and this and another, and they kind of like put them over each other, and you can see it's the exact same fucking photo down to the pieces of fucking hair. It's the same photo, you fucking lying bitch. You have nothing else. She has nothing. Her case is done. And the fact that she could sit up in court and laugh and smile and act like this is so I'm like, you're deranged. You're fucking crazy. She's still holding out hope that she thinks she's about to win this thing. Delusion. Denial. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow.
On this.
Wow. So I think today was a great day. People were saying that Johnny getting cross with Rottenborn and being testy, and him, you know, saying little jokes here and there wasn't really good for him, that he shouldn't have been put back up on the stand. And I'm like, no, put him back on the stand. Let him talk. Let him talk. And I think that's what I'm going to close with. Some Johnny clips, because I like looking at him. So let's listen a little bit to what Johnny had to say together. This is him saying that this never had to happen, because it didn't.
Life on the planet.
And people are also still talking about the way that he talks. Everybody has their own way of speaking, just like I have my own way of speaking. Who the fuck cares? Like, get over yourself. Jesus.
Shock that this is happening to me, that my entire
world,
life on the planet has been brought to the head of a pin,
right,
with all this
and Johnny's sitting, Amber's sitting here writing notes the entire time.
Utterly false.
What is up with this hairdo?
Information. So I am...
Who is doing the styling?
When you're accused of...
Like, what is up with the... I saw a screenshot today, because if you see when she leans down, it kind of makes an S. And someone put the words bullshit, and the S was right there as the S for shit. It was perfect. It was fucking perfect. But the hair, the outfits, the everything have just been so off. Just fucking terrible.
Life on the planet has been brought to the head of a pin, with all this completely...
It's a mess. It's been a
utterly false information.
Utterly false information.
Yeah, when you're accused of horrific acts and things that you have not done.
I feel so bad.
When it's actually...
I can't believe she's sitting there just writing.
Some...
How is she not blushing from embarrassment?
Ugly things that are going out there into the world about you on a non-stop basis.
Non-stop.
By Ms. Heard and her team.
Yep.
You have a tendency, as humans, to get very, very irate.
Yes.
And angry.
When someone's blaming you for something you didn't do, you're going to be irate and fucking angry. You bet that's right.
And hurt someone, not to the point even where you assault a cabinet. But
he had to say
you do get irate.
Yes.
You do wonder why this person is doing this to me.
Because she's
so
fucking crazy and greedy.
And then you've got your family, you've got your kids.
Yep.
You've got your parents,
all the people she affected and gave no thought to.
Any of this, because that would have killed her.
Yep, it would have killed. See,
but my
thank
father,
God.
My family, everyone that I've met, the people that have supported me, suddenly I'm...
He had people looking at him crazy.
Scum. Why?
Because she wanted to lie. It never had to happen.
One little lie.
One little lie.
So yes.
She's just sitting there.
Very angry.
Very angry. As you should be. As anybody in the situation would be if they were in some fuck shit like this. You would be very angry. And I don't know if you guys have seen, I was watching Popcorn Planet, and I came across Andy's video talking about what happened to him and his experience. Go watch that shit, because this happens. This happens, y'all, with these people blaming people for shit they never fucking did. Never fucking did. It never had to happen. One little lie. Never had to be
Your team
that
of
way.
paparazzi supposed.
Jesus. This is...
Now, when you got off that plane from Boston,
Sorry?
when you got off the plane from Boston,
Johnny was
you
not
knew Miss Heard
feeling
was
rotten
angry
born
with
today
you,
at all.
didn't you?
It was pretty much a given.
Objection calls for speculation.
And you understood her to be angry, right?
She's always angry.
She was always angry, yes.
And you asked Mr. Duders, same person, you can take this down, Michelle, please, thank you. Same person that you texted in that last exhibit.
Amber,
You asked
who are
Mr.
you looking
Duders
at?
to communicate with her on your behalf, correct?
I don't know what you're talking about. You'll have to explain.
You asked Mr. Duders to communicate with Miss
Foundation,
Heard by
Rotten Boy,
text
Foundation.
to speak to her about the incident, correct?
About what incident?
Right.
To speak to her about the plane flight.
The plane?
The Boston plane.
The Boston plane.
Yeah.
So you're saying that I influenced Mr. Duders. I told him that he had to write this, and I told him that he had to write that. Is that what you're saying?
No. It wasn't uncommon for Mr. Duders to text to
Lay the
communicate with Miss
foundation,
Heard on your
Rotten Boy.
behalf.
What are
correct?
you saying?
Objection calls for speculation.
He was your personal assistant. Mr. Duders was your personal assistant, correct?
I had two personal assistants.
Right.
At
I
the
know
time.
that's right.
He was one of
Baller.
them, right?
I had two
Yeah,
assistants.
Mr. Duders was one of them, yes, sir.
Like, what are you getting at? What are you trying to say? So this is about the text.
Mr. Depp, you've also claimed that you've said before that if you want to be with a woman sexually, that she is rightfully yours, haven't you?
Look at
Could
Amber.
you repeat that?
And you've also said that with
Could you
respect-
repeat that, please?
Yeah,
Right,
that
because
if you
no,
want to
you
be
gonna
with a
sit here
woman
and say some fuck shit like that, talking about something. If you want to be with a woman,
Sexually, that
she's
she is right.
rightfully your. Johnny's getting pissed. He's like, the nerve of you people, the nerve. What he's basically saying? What the fuck did you just say to me? And the look, that's what he's saying.
Rightfully yours.
That's ludicrous.
You've also said that with respect to women that you want to be with, you've remarked, I need, I want, I take.
No,
haven't you?
that's what Amber says. I
Equally
need, I want,
ludicrous,
we
no.
take. I
Can you
showed
pull
that
up
to you.
DX883, please?
Pull it up. It's all fucking lies.
You can pull what you like. I've never said those words.
Right.
There's
Pull what
not
you
enough
like.
hubris in me to say anything like that.
883.
Pull it up.
883, Your Honor.
It's not.
DX
Is it
It
evidence?
is not admitted yet.
Okay, 883.
What happened to Amber's glasses? She's looking at the
Mr.
fucking
Depp,
screen and shit. What happened to her
These
glasses?
are text messages from you.
I haven't seen the glasses
to
in
Stephen
weeks.
Duders on February 22nd,
She's sitting here talking about something,
2017, correct?
shaking her head and doing all this shit. Going like this. Bitch, shut up.
This looks nothing like me. You might have mistaken.
Mr. Depp, we can show the full unredacted. You looked at a number of text messages in this case, and the words
It's
him,
not him.
as the identifier, that's you,
Liar.
correct? In every text message we've seen in this case.
Liars.
Yeah, sure. It still doesn't mean it
Bold-faced
hasn't
liars.
been screwed with. That's not anything.
It
that I've
says
ever said or
incoming.
written.
You want to
It
see the
says
whole thing
incoming.
unredacted? We can look at that too.
No, because you could have typed it up last night. No.
Exactly. Right. I want
I
your
can
little
assure you I
shady
didn't type
shit.
it up last night, Mr. Depp.
You can't insure a goddamn thing. Y'all can't insure shit. Y'all have done all types of backhanded, sneaky, under the table bullshit since this shit began. Y'all had Eve sitting in the first row talking about she's a fucking journalist, part of the legal team. Get out of here. I would be like Johnny said, I don't need you to No. Just false evidence. Just like she admitted those pictures in as two different pieces of evidence, the same goddamn picture sat up there, lied on stand. I would not put it past these people to sit up here and doctor text messages. I would not put it past them. I would not put it past her. I would not put it past any of them. They're fighting for their lives out here. Their fucking lives. So I think Johnny's done. I think he's over it. I think he's really fucking pissed that he's had to go through all this. Like, he's happy that he did.
Ridiculous.
Because, you know, he's getting his vindication. He's publicly being vindicated in the court of public opinion. But at the end, like, he's been going through this for years. For years. And now here we are in a court case for the world to see, being televised. And thank God this was televised. Thank God. Thank God. Because this court case has made me realize that the media does not report truth. They report narratives that they want to push out to the public. They don't care about the truth. They don't give a fuck about the truth. So I understand why Johnny pushed so hard for this to be televised, because just as we've seen, especially over the weekends, the PR campaign that Amber truly has, they push out all this fucking nonsense. They give you these bits and pieces of shit out of context, these stupid ass fucking headlines. That's all we would have seen, y'all, if he didn't fight for this to be televised, and we wouldn't have known any of this shit was going on behind closed doors. And they could have just, Amber could have came out after and twisted it and this, that, and another, and it would have been something completely different. Completely different. But this is what Johnny has to say.
Ridiculous, humiliating, ludicrous, painful, savage, unimaginably brutal, cruel. And
Amber's just sitting there like,
and
with her nose stuck in the air.
False.
All false.
All false.
All false. All of it. It's all lies. And his team has proven it. 10 times over has proven that this shit is all lies. All lies. Tomorrow is Thursday. We have closing Friday. Hopefully, I think we're supposed to know by at least Memorial Day, right? I don't think it's going to take the jury long at all. It's not going to take them long. Please. It's so obvious.
I
feel so bad for him.
No human being is perfect. Certainly not.
Nope. Even though Amber's trying to make herself seem like she's perfect.
But I have never in my life committed sexual battery.
No. Disgusting
physical abuse.
She's disgusting to put
all
that
these
on him.
Outlandish, outrageous stories.
Like she can't fucking see. Where are the glasses?
Committing these things. And living with it for 6 years.
Right, living with it for 6 years.
And waiting to be able to
say your truth.
Bring the truth.
The truth.
Out.
Thank God.
So this is not easy for any of us.
Nope.
I know that.
But it had to be done. There's a bigger picture to all of this. It had to be done.
No matter what happens, I did get here, and I did tell the truth.
Right. No matter what happens, he did get here, and he did tell the truth. And I'm so happy to hear him say that. It's like, what maybe will be. It's out there. I put my truth out there. I put all my goddamn business out there for the world to hear, speculate on, do whatever the fuck they wish, and want whatever they want with it. It's out there now. But I told the truth. And Amber can't say that. She can't say that. She's saying that up in court, and she's perjuring herself. And I honestly want to know if there's going to be any repercussions coming from this, because she's perjured herself all over the place. All over the place. It's ridiculous. Let me see what else is going on. Like watch this. Someone just put this up. This is the woman. This is the woman who says she was brutally abused by Johnny, beaten in the face, R-worded with a bottle, choked up with the shirt, had her neck up against the wall, was thrown down on tables, had a knee in her back, was punched in the face. This is this woman. This is her reaction.
Do you mean physically or
physically?
Really, bitch? Really?
And when you said Miss
Really?
Heard would push Whitney around, do you mean that?
Yes, she
physically
would.
Push her or metaphorically?
Really, Amber? For real? This is how you're
Whitney
acting.
testify that she lived in penthouse 4 at the Eastern Columbia building for a time, correct?
That is correct, yes.
You're sick.
Do you mean
You're fucking sick. You're sick as fuck. You're evil. You look like a fucking Disney villain. You need help. You need to be put in a fucking home. You're sitting up here smiling and laughing as this man is talking about how you beat your sister. For real? Sitting up there smirking. Looking arrogant and smug as fuck. Trying to act like you're unbothered. Because the world is hearing how your sister, with whom just got up on the stand and fucking perjured herself and lied, as we know, per Jennifer Howe, that's how you're going to act. This is this one, like, it's done. It's cut and dry. Like, I don't give a fuck. Ding dong, the witch is dead, the witch is dead, the witch is dead. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. It's over, it's over, it's over, over, over. Fuck you. Fuck you, Amber. Literally fuck you. All your shit at this point. This point, what is today? May 25th, 2022. You are a proven fucking liar, because this is the day that it has been determined that every piece of fucking evidence, every fucking piece of a story that you have brought to this court and have wasted fucking people's time, money, energy, emotions, all this shit has been nothing but bold-faced, calculated lies. She's a pathological, sociopathic, gold-digging, neurotic, narcissistic, borderline fucking bitch. And she deserves everything that is coming at her on the back end of this case once this verdict comes out. She deserves all of it. I have empathy. I feel like I have the most empathy in the world. I be feeling sorry for people even when I shouldn't be. But I have no feelings of sympathy for this woman. No care. I think she is one of the worst people in this world. Because if she could just do this to Johnny, a man with whom she says she loved, a man that she married, she could do this to anybody. She doesn't know how to treat anybody with any type of decency. We have heard up and down people saying that she's yelled at them, cursed in their face, spit on them, throw things at them, taken people's personal stories and turned them as her own. Twisted stories that have been told to her and tried to make it out to be something worse. Has provided pictures of evidence of shit that never fucking took place, which means that she literally went in a bathroom, looked at herself, took her fucking makeup brush and put it on her face, whole time not thinking at any point in time, this is wrong. This is fucked up. She sat here really looking at herself in the mirror, putting on these fake fucking bruises, and continued to go along with it time and time again. That is a sickness. Y'all, think about the detail. Like, think about, really go back and think about everything that had to be done and everything that had to be set up and planned for her to get this fucking far. Think about that shit. It's scary. It's terrifying, actually. This is gonna be a movie. Trust and believe it's gonna be a movie. Jesus. Exactly. People who make false allegations of domestic violence need to be held accountable and face jail time. Period. I lost the meaning of my life, my beautiful sons, because of this heinous nuclear family superwoman, and have dedicated my life to helping others experiencing the same. So that's Greg Ellis. If you don't follow him on Twitter, what are you doing? I wonder who Johnny is putting on tomorrow, because her team are going to have to do the quickest cross known to man if they want to get a single rebuttal witness. Exactly, because I think she only has an hour and like 9 minutes left. She only got They wasted all this fucking time and did nothing. They did absolutely nothing. I am too, that umbrella guy. I'm amazed at the people still supporting Amber Heard. She claimed injuries that would kill without treatment. But hey, listen, and you believe, right? That's what I'm saying. These people have to be just like her. She literally said that she was R-worded with a broken bottle. She said that Johnny had her down and was pressing this bottle that was apparently broken into her. She said that she went to the bathroom. She said that she was bleeding. She said that she lost control of her bladder and yet decided not to take one single picture. Not one single picture of that moment. She called nobody. She sought no medical attention. There's nothing. You would think if you were R-worded with a broken bottle, with any type of bottle, up in that sensitive area, you are going to need to seek medical help. How does that just heal up like that? Unless your shit is really gaping like that, like Johnny said in his text, that it just was doing no damage at all. It was just hitting at nothing. It was just all space. But what the fuck? What the fuck, Amber? Like, literally, you're saying this man pummeled you, hit you in your face repeatedly. This man wears big-ass, silver-ass fucking rings. Your face should look similar to Rihanna. Your face should look similar to the pictures I've seen of people putting up on Twitter, showing what real abuse looks like. Make it make sense, man. She's going to hell. She's going to hell in a handbasket. Her and Eve. Wow. Laura B is at the pool. I know that's right. LOL. Fish market open. That's funny. Right. The picture of Amber leaving. I know y'all have a picture of Amber leaving the court when TMZ was called and alerted to get her photo displaying her bruise. And look at Raquel sitting down so that we could see Amber fake cry. They fucking tried it, man. They're not going to be able to walk out anyway. I swear to God, if I see Raquel in the street, I'm calling her the fuck out. I swear to God, if I see IO in the street, I'm calling him the fuck out. I swear to God, if I see Whitney, I'm calling you out. Hey, that's Whitney fucking Heard. You lying ass bitch. Like, I'm fucking, oh my God. Right, Elaine whined about the time limit. It's like, yeah, you sitting there talking about some, please only keep your answers to, you need to keep just to answering my questions because we're running on a really tight time. This, that, and another. It's like, bitch, you wasted everybody's time. Don't be mad. The other team still got plenty of time. Your shit is down. Your clock has run out. Trash ass. Just fucking trash. By the way, isn't submitting edited photos in a court of law a form of perjury? She's perjured herself all over the fucking place. People don't throw out evidence. They keep the phone. Yes, exactly. This is the one. The exact same picture. First picture, edited picture. It's fucking obvious. This bitch tried to say a light was on. Even down to the hairs. We have eyes, Amber. You gaslight us all over the place. You fucking gaslighted Johnny. You abused Johnny. Now you're gaslighting the public. We're going to hate you. You're gaslighting the fucking public. We're going to hate you even more. She's such a fucking liar. God, she's such a liar. But that's it for today, you guys. I'm sick of this fucking bitch. I'm so ready for this to be over and get our verdict so we can move on with our life and Johnny can move on with his life and he can literally just ride off into the sun. Hop on a plane and go wherever the fuck he wants in this world because he has got it like that, honey. And Amber will be left back here with Eve Barlow, her child, with nobody calling her phone. Well, actually, people are going to be calling her phone for interviews and shit like that. Maybe for about a good, 3 to 6 months. After that, there's going to be silence. A silence so deafening. That silence is going to be so deafening, she's really going to have to think about some shit. She's going to be thinking about some stuff. She's going to need to be committed. Once this shit really all settles down, gets quiet, Johnny has moved on with his life, he's dating a new chick, he's in movies, he's doing all that, this, that, and another. She's sitting up here smiling and smirking now, but once all this shit settles down and she's sitting in her dark fucking house in her bedroom with her phone on silent, with Eve fucking over there trying to, and the baby crying in the background, it's gonna hit. It's going to hit, honey. But that's it for today, you guys. I hope that you guys have had a wonderful Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday, Friday Eve. Yes. We're just ready for the long weekend. And we're going to be back here tomorrow. We're going to do it all over again. Let me look at one more thing. So I like to stay current. Just want to make sure nothing else has popped up. Amber Heard leaves court as 3 of her supporters and a throng of Johnny Depp supporters line the street. LOL. Let's watch this real quick. She has 3 supporters out there, y'all. Let's see what this is. I was there. I was sitting right on those steps behind me. Look at all these people. All out there for Johnny. Boo! They got a megaphone. Objection to hearsay. Victim blaming.
Why do we have to do that? Why is it so interesting? Is he stopping abuse in the film industry? Does he really care about abuse victims in the film industry? No.
Ew, you should be embarrassed. Girl. Girl. Shut the hell up. Please shut up. Please shut the fuck up. That's embarrassing. That's truly embarrassing. Truly embarrassing. You're up there, the only one in support of this woman. Delusional. She look a little crazy. That's all, folks. Until I see you again. Which will be tomorrow. Think about liking, think about subscribing. And I'll see you guys in another video. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.